Welcome, welcome, all my beautiful signs and souls of the zodiac. Brenda here, Brenda Tarot, and I'm here again today to bring you your daily message for November the 10th, 2021, Oracle and Tarot General. Now, coming in with your all over energy card, you got intuition. And intuition says, allow the limitless power of your unconscious mind to answer your problem by using symbols, memories, and hunches. So, you know what? This is very, very powerful at this time. Intuition is our inner teacher. The small, quiet voice that is always offering us guidance and answering our questions, usually in the form of symbols and gut feelings. Intuition's voice is as easily drowned out by the noise of our habitual inner dialogue as it is by the abundance of distractions of everyday life. Pulling this card is a reminder to be still and have faith in your inner guidance system to provide you with the wisdom you seek. So this is going to be a day where you're going to be tapping into that gut feeling, where you're going to be allowing yourself to pay attention to those signs you see. You know, the words that you hear spoken, how someone's body language is around you. If things seem amiss, things aren't right, you're going to tap into those feelings and trust them. Intuition usually never lets us down. And that is stepping up into the power of trusting it. So trust your intuition today when you're dealing with any situations that might feel wrong, off, amiss, not clicking, not working out, or too good to be true. Remember, everything that glitters isn't always gold. So I would be careful if you're working with people today, or you're dealing with people in business or salesmen or people like that, where they might be, pitching themselves and trying to draw you into that layer. So be careful. Not everybody's like that, but you may find today, because I'm looking at these cards. In fact, they were so intense. I decided I needed to pull an extra card and ask guidance and spirit for a clarification on this, because I just wasn't happy with the energy today that it was showing. But let's get into it. So first of all, you do have the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords is, it represents worry, staying up, losing your sleep, getting up in your head, and making a mountain out of a molehill. So sometimes if things aren't working out as quickly as you want them to work out, or you're waiting for something to come in and it hasn't, you start to worry, you start to fret, you start to think, oh my gosh, is it ever going to work out in my favor? And you start building up this horrible, stamp collection of worry. And, when we worry like that, often it takes away our freedom to relax and sleep. And I think that you're going to have to do that, okay? Because it shows me that your mind might be racing. You're having these racing thoughts. You're expecting the worst. And, it can cause, stress can cause related illnesses. Okay, so we have to think positively. We have to let it go. You have to put your worries on the chair beside your bed, and usually in the light of day, everything seems better. It's like when we have a cold. We always feel worse at night, but we get up in the morning, we get moving around, we have that shower, the sun is shining, and we feel so much better. So release any guilt and realize that regret is a wasted emotion. Turn your attention to the amazing possibilities for the future and leave that past behind. Keep track of your dreams. If you're having unpleasant dreams at this time, write them down in a journal. And you know what? Keep them there, and it'll help you, encourage you to go forward, to let them go, to deal with that fear head on. Again, this is the intuition coming in, right? Watching for signs. Is it dreams? Is it, is it numbers? Is it words? Is it music? Is it, whatever signs that you're seeing? Don't allow yourself to get up in your head and start worrying about things, okay? So it's important. But I do think that, with the next card, you've got that Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is usually confusion, feeling conflicted, feeling drawn into a situation. And also you might have to make a very profound, life-changing decision. And in order to do that, you need to see the path clear. You need to see the whole picture in clarity. Now, for some of you, because these are all swords, usually they're to do with challenges when we have the swords coming in here. And often it has to do with legal situations when we have the swords coming in. So, it's all about making major decisions and analyzing situations and actually giving voice to our thoughts, right? But again, it could have to do with justice, truth, ideals, the legal system, communication, and any other intellectual areas like that. And sometimes fear and worry generally live in our mind. So we have to let it go, okay? But I think if you are dealing with something legal and opposing energy, that mediation is imperative. Get a third party to come in and, be biased, a third party that can mediate. Maybe there's a decision and a choice that needs to be made, whether it's a legal one in the court system or whether it has to do with something. It could be anything. It could be, a situation where things were taken out of context and you need a third party to come in and say, hey, this is what was done. This is what was said, and they can be biased and they can look at both sides of the story. Now, if it is a legal situation, retain counsel. They'll do the same thing. Lay everything out on the table so that it's a fair playing field. As long as you're willing to move forward and make a decision when you see everything as it is and what you have to gain. So I do think mediation may come into play today, and I do think that compromise may come into play today. So keep that in mind. Now, the card of deception shows up, and, some readers call this the liar, the cheater, the thief, but it can be, but it's also the card of deception and maybe not seeing a situation in complete clarity. But I think this person, if it's someone around you, not you, of course, I do think that they're going to get caught. I mean, I love the graphics on this. I point this out all the time. The crow is just screaming and letting everybody know something's not right. And, birds do that. They're amazing messengers, and they do let us know when things aren't right. They're the first thing you watch if something is going to happen. If there's a predator, if something isn't right, birds will take off and they'll start squawking. And this person is going to be caught. I think they could be they could be sneaking around. They could be, watching you, ghosting you. Be careful. If this is a legal situation and you're going through something here, keep things close to your chest. I always say, don't allow someone the privilege to see something or to have, to be able to view something or put their hands on something that they shouldn't. Keep things under lock and key. If it has to do with your banking information, or it has to do with your taxes, or it has to do with, with your income tax or your income or whatever the case is, especially if you're going through a divorce or a separation of some sort here. It's not dishonest, but when you're parting ways with somebody here, you need to keep your information private. The only people that need to know to pass on information is who you've retained here for counsel, your lawyer or whoever. So I think today will come in with a few definite challenges. But here's what you got with your last card, the Magician. And this is telling me that it's going to work out because you've got all the resources at your fingertips to make things and create the magic that you want and to make this see this, you have the resources here to see this through, and you'll come out ahead. So get out of your head, get the information you need, and someone here needs to be honest and upfront. And I think at the end of the day, they're going to get caught for that. But you're trusting your intuition about a situation, and it might have been about somebody who was sneaking around here behind your back. Okay, someone who didn't have integrity in there. They didn't have the same morals that you do or, the same motives that you do. But at the end of the day, the Magician is who you are. And you're able to create the happiness and the future that you want because you're going to have the resources. The universe is giving them to you. So there's doors opening of opportunity. There could be something coming in the form of time, effort, support from others, and also some unexpected resources. So at the end of the day, I'm glad I asked Spirit to send me another card because I was really feeling kind of tense about this reading today, but I take them as Spirit gives them to me. So listen, it is a great day after all. Trust your intuition and those gut feelings, and it'll never fail you. So have a great day. Let's all continue to play safe, stay safe, and be safe. And I send you many blessings and much love.